So I'm Jessica London and I have two kids. They're twin boys, River and Zach, and they're both 4 years old, just turned 4. Both of our boys were born prem, and they both have cerebral palsy, but they have different types of cerebral palsy. So one has more dyskinetic CP and the other has more spasticity as his primary part of CB. So we've come to Redruth today because we heard about the DMO product in a physio intensive that we did in Sydney, and we had a little use of one, even though it wasn't made for one of our boys, but we really liked the feel of the product. And we also had experience with a soft orthotic product about a year or 2 ago, and we saw huge results for our boys. However, I was looking for something a little bit easier to use, and the Zip really won for me, having 2 kids with cerebral palsy. Yeah. It's been pretty easy. We had one measure when someone came and measured the boys for the suit, and now we've come and we've tried them on, and it's actually been, we're going to go home with them today, so the process has been pretty simple. There, we really like the colour options, and we particularly like the Superman capes. So we're really pushing that one for other kids. But I think because it's something they're going to wear every day, I think it's going to help a lot making it something fun and attractive. And other products we've used that don't sort of have a colourful, exciting look, the kids are definitely less excited to use it. Yeah, I think this is why I love soft orthotic products, is that you can see the difference straight away. I think that's why I'm a huge advocate back in New Zealand on these products. So for River, who with his dyskinetic CP, he has a lot of excess movements, we've already seen today his movements have reduced significantly. And for Zach, he looks quite strong in how he's standing, but he has just had SDR surgery, so it's a little bit hard to assess for him. However, I think it's even more important for him to have that extra sort of strength as he's learning to reuse his body. So I heard about DMO when we were in Sydney at this intensive, it's called Therapy for Kids. So across Australia, a lot of people are now doing physio intensives, and DMOs are often used by the physios.
My name is Dan Seven, I'm the CEO at DMO Orthotics, and I'm the prescribing clinician for the boys. On presentation, the boys are very different. They both have cerebral palsy, but it's a different presentation. One is very dystonic with his movements, struggles to control most of his gross movements, and is very mobile, and the other one had just gone through SDR surgery, so was completely the opposite with regards to the point in rehab. So one's looking at very low tone and one's looking at the movement. For a DMO suit for both boys, just with very different prescriptions. One focusing on hip and pelvic control to work on stepping, with a lot more panelling on extension in the shoulders, and then the one who's just had surgery, we've gone for a very minimal prescription because we don't know how he's going to change over the next few months going through his rehab. Immediately, River, we put his suit on, it slowed down his movements, dampened down his involuntary movements. We saw improvement in stepping, and just a general confidence in his walking. With Zach, it was a lot more around providing him some trunk and core stability. We watched him crawling, and he did more stepping today than he has done since his surgery, which was a huge positive.